And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 139. So I hope you guys have had a great day so far, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week ahead of you, as we are only 3 more days until this month is over. January 2025 has went exceptionally fast, and we will be into February of 2025. And there's 2 big things in February. It's tax time, because I have to go file my taxes very, very soon. Probably going to end up doing it later on this week. And then you have the Super Bowl, and my team, Philadelphia, ended up making it. Job's not done yet. We got 1 more trophy to win, We can make a Taylor Swift's team get on her knees and she can get these back shots in, And we also have Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is probably one of the, if not the most overrated holiday of the year, actually.
Yeah, my birthday is the day after Valentine's Day.
So what does your wife give you?
We don't do anything for Valentine's Day. We both hate it. We think it's stupid.
Yeah, man. Valentine's Day is just, oh, Lord. They make you feel so bad for being single and lonely. But it's like, I just learned to live with that at this point. I just don't care. If I'm going to tell someone I love them, I probably should be doing that not just only on one day of the year, It's like the notion of like, maybe you should probably be celebrating like the holiday spirit throughout the year rather than just waiting for it to be at this specific time. World is crazy, man.
I don't know. The whole Valentine's Day thing to me is just bizarre. Bizarre.
I also want to let you guys know this. I was planning on releasing a few more videos from my comic book channel and my main YouTube channel. I know I ended up putting out the one video we did on Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is a new animated Disney Plus series. It's going to be dropping later on tonight, actually. But when I was editing some of the later videos, I was like, you have to basically clip them out from the show and you got to put them together for a clip format of a video. I was noticing that a lot of lag was happening when I would download the VODs from StreamYard, and I almost uploaded them until I went, you know what, let me actually watch the VOD on the YouTube channel. And I watched the VOD on the YouTube channel where I was going to release these next 2 videos, and I'm like, wait, they're playing perfectly fine here. So, from now on, just to make sure I get the VODs out faster, I'm just going to end up downloading them from YouTube to make sure they're in the absolute best quality, because I was almost going to put out, because the video itself it looks fine until it got to like the 9-minute mark, and then it just started like audio started getting massively delayed, skipping, and it's like, what was going on with StreamYard? Because all that week on StreamYard, whenever I would share the screen when I was with Professor Savage Dad, whenever we were on like Bleeding Cool reading the articles for like the rumors and shit, it would like, because on certain websites they have way more ads playing in the background. That's how they make their money. The reason why I use Screen Rant and like CBR and the other ones, they don't have as many, but websites like Bleeding Cool have an insane amount. Oh my goodness, your computer, like you I swear you could have the best computer on planet Earth and you'll still be slowing down when you use certain websites like that. So yeah, sorry if the videos haven't been coming out in the last couple of days. I literally right now, before I did the show, was getting them done. And in this episode of the MSK show, we're going to be doing a comic book review on Ultimate Universe #1. This is a comic book one-shot that they did after Ultimate Invasion. And then later on, we're going to talk about another article that came out from Screen Rant. Does Marvel Comics need a reboot? Because, good Lord, they've never actually had one. This is kind of crazy. I've 11 years, never had one.
Not a full-on reboot. They do soft, like, reboots, but not like a full-on universal reboot. It's never happened.
Also, if for those of you guys who know, because I buy comic books pretty much all the time, I've had to kind of slow down a little bit right now because at my job, work is a little bit slower right now. So my hours have been not like super cut, but they've been less than what they used to be. So, generally the only comic books I've been buying at the moment have just been on payday. I'm like, okay, I want this trade, this trade, this trade. That's all I'm buying for the week. And that's pretty much good enough because, guys, I have stuff here I haven't opened yet. I have packages on packages. So, and I like buying new comic books. So it's always really fun. I ended up, finally getting a PayPal Pay in 4 going on that Iron Man Epic Collection that I really wanted. The next omnibus I'm going to be getting is the Thor omnibus by J. Michael Straczynski and Karen Gillan, not the original old one that was like really small. It's the new printed edition. So the next books I should have that I ordered are, let me see, purchase history. Okay, so I ended up buying the DC's Finest Green Arrow by Mike Grell, Iron Man Epic Collection Volume 3, Justice League New 52 Omnibus Volume 1, Man of Steel Volume 1 by John Byrne, Iron Man Epic Collection. I got the JSA Society of America Compendium Volume 1. That's a thick ass book. That is a chunky boy. And then other things after that, I got Superman Secret Origin, Deluxe Edition by Jeff Johns. And then you guys know I wanted to get all the Tom King stuff in fucking deluxe edition because I think it's a better format to read it all because it's huge and I love the way it looks. But I was like, you know what? It's best just have all that stuff in trade. So I bought it in trade just in case you couldn't get the deluxe editions. But oh my god, some of these deluxe editions from DC are insanely expensive. I tried to get one that was like an X-Men one. So I bought the first X-Men collection, Volume 1. Went to go look at what's Volume 2 cost. It's a little crazy out there for some of these epic collections, or even older omnibuses like Silver Age, like the Green Lanterns. I think the Silver Age ones you have right there, or the gold. I think it's either Silver Age or Gold Age. I think right.
This is the Johns. That's the Jeff Johns one.
Man,
but the Silver Age Green Lantern is freaking expensive.
Yeah, I was trying to look at I know for Batman they did the Detective Comics Silver Age omnibus reprint because I remember I had Aussieverse on. We had a great conversation about comic books, and he was like, "Well, they do get reprints sometimes, not in the way you guys think.
Not as much as you think." Like I got the one right here. This is the one Batman Silver Age that they put out, and then they went to World's Finest with him and Superman. So it's
I remember. Yep.
You gotta piece together those things with new prints because if you don't, who the fuck knows when it's gonna come out? Like honestly, you never know. You just
because in trading card games, or let's say as far as Yu-Gi-Oh, because I kind of come from that as well. There will be a time of the year where you will know cards that were originally pretty good for a good portion of the year, they're going to get reprinted, right? But comic books don't function like that. Comic books reprints actually function mostly just off of randomness. You get the preview of the solicitations that'll come out that they put out for the public, and then you hope something that you've been waiting to get reprinted finally gets reprinted. That's kind of how it works, they are just now reprinting stuff that people have wanted from years ago, so I tell people, it's not just as easy as just hoping to get a reprint. That's just not possible, honestly,
yes.
Like I mentioned thing on Friday when we had the last show where Iron Man Epic Collection went from 1 to 6, cut off, went to 10, 11, 12, 13, and they're just now putting out Volume 7. That's going to be out in June. Crazy.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
It's weird that they miss. It's always the chunks in the middle, too. It's never like a bookend, you know what I mean, of what they have. It's always in the middle. And that's one of the reasons why I bought this Lobo one, because there's a few Lobo comics. I like Simon Bisley. I loved him in the 90s. I had the fanboy poster on my wall. But this is a giant book of all of his stuff, so it's hard. It's like I do I hunt down those 5 issues that I want, or do I just buy this, so that's what I did.
I always tell people, hey, get collected editions if you can. I'm never gonna not say support your local comic book store. I would never say that. But
I actually bought this at my local comic book store, so I paid a lot more money than I could have.
Yeah. And the thing is, you want to keep them around. I want to keep them around myself, but I understand why they have to maybe charge not MSRP on certain, books. Right. Actually. They're going to charge, if you wanted to get a brand new omnibus from a shop, they're charging you full on MSRP. It's 130, 150. Yeah. That's why when I was at a Cosmic Comics in Vegas last year for the Geeks and Gamers FNT meetup for 2024.
Oh boy. How was that?
I was great. I loved it. It was we went to the comic book shop and I was like, you know what? I could grab these omnibuses right now, or I could cry that my wallet just got ass raped.
Well, it's dude. I bought the ones you're buying, the Justice League New 52, right? I have both of those back there. I bought both of them for less than $130 when they dropped, right? I saw it when I bought this Lobo one. When was this? Just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
They had the first volume of the omnibus for Justice League there, New 52. It's $159. I was just like, dude, like I want to support you, but I could get both for 130. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that if I went to a shop and they charged me like MSRP for an omnibus, which would be like what you said, 130, 150, I
Yeah,
could
somewhere
literally
there.
in that same time frame during 1 month put 2 omnibuses on PayPal paying for it, and then they're paid off in about 2 months while just paying $24 every 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Unless you were like there's one that I've been eyeing because I have a Power Rangers one over there. It's the Anywhere from Power Rangers Power Rangers year 1. I wanted to start building them up to get like year 2, but like it's just so many. Like because now my hours have been a little less, so I have to make sure I'm not spending over crazy. I've not been buying a lot. I've literally, like I told you last week, I'm just buying food and then drinks. That's it.
Well, there's certain times you gotta, you can only get what you can
cut
get.
Black.
Says cut blacks.
Good Lord. And I know Eric, who does the Rippaverse stuff, he's like, I'm gonna put out more books this year. Yeah, it's crazy. The time that he puts out more books is every other thing I gotta buy this year. So I know for work hours gonna pick up anyway, but holy fucking
yeah, but
God.
it's still hard whenever shit's coming out and like your hours get cut back, because this is like, I know exactly what that's like. Like next month is my slow time of the year. They won't they won't make me take days off, but they're gonna go, hey guys, why don't you use your PTO, or why don't you you could take this week off or whatever. And I'm gonna be like, dude, come on. Like, I'm not.
January is the slowest. January, February, they're like the slowest month of the year. I think it'll pick up next month because there's President's Day, there's that Presidential Day weekend or Super Bowl weekend. So by March, things are usually back to normal. But that January period we're in right now is the absolute worst. It hasn't been this slow working forever. Like even normal slow periods, even last year, weren't even this bad. Honestly, we're still pretty busy. It's like everyone's just broke now at this point. Holy fuck.
That's how it happens. All
right, as you guys know, before this ambulance goes through because a black person is doing some crime.
Woo.
Good Lord. Why is a black person always doing crime? The world may never know. I do, because they're violent. I'm not kidding, guys. This is the first week in a long time that I am buying nothing that's coming out. Even if I went here and I went, trade paperbacks, hardcovers. I have everything selected. Thank you, League of Comic Piece, for your ads. Thank you for the ads. I love ads. 1 sec. Let me make it 150. There you go. Making it bigger and better. Yeah. So Ultimate X-Men. I'm just gonna get the first Ultimate X-Men book in a trade.
I didn't think I have the first 4. I honestly didn't think it was that great.
I heard the same thing from Aussieverse too.
I don't know if it picked up after that. I don't know if it did because I have not paid attention. So if it has picked up, let me know, because I was not impressed. It didn't grab me like the Spider-Man one did. That seems to be the best one.
Are you gonna get the Black Panther one?
Yes. So Black Panther is one of my favorite characters, and I'll buy those trades. Yes, as soon as they start hitting, yes, I will 100%. I buy everything Black Panther.
The Ultimate Black Panther trade should be already out. It's been out for a while.
Well, I know. I'm saying like when it's done. I will have all of them.
Pretty good.
Is what I'm saying.
Did I buy Ultimate Black Panther? I don't remember at all. Wait, I think I did. I think I put it in one of my orders. Where I opened it, man. I remember opening things that I don't even remember putting in my fucking shelf somewhere. Oh, Lord. We have Green Lantern issue number 19. So the Jeremy Adams run. We reviewed volume 1 here. We'll just wait till the second trade comes out. Very soon to get it. TMNT, haven't been really reading this at all. Maybe I'll end up reading and reviewing Last Ronin with Savage at some point. It's probably the only thing I have like TMNT on my mind. Deadpool number 10. So this is obviously not Deadpool. This is the daughter that me and Savage talked about in the video. So Marvel killed off Deadpool. It's literally, they killed him off. And it's his daughter that runs the show now. I don't know why they just didn't cancel the whole series, because who the fuck wants to read a Deadpool book
without actual Deadpool?
Yeah, it's like that's literally just lying to someone. They're gonna read this and go, "Where's Deadpool?"
I might get the Green Lantern 19 and Red Coat. I might get those.
Red Coat. This is with Jason Fabok. and Jeff Johns, right?
This is I don't know if it's
No,
I think it's Brian Hitch,
Brian Hitch.
but
Yeah.
it is Jeff Johns. Yeah, the whole Ghost Machine universe.
When are these giving out in trade? These need to come out in trade soon.
That I do not know.
Let me see.
Like, cause I like we were talking about the Ultimate Black Panther. I do have the first trade, but the second trade doesn't come out till April 15th.
Ooh.
So
let's see.
That's when the next one comes out.
Cover reprint, page 1. Oh my goodness. No one, because I would assume it's these books for Jeff Johns are going to be getting a trade at issue 6. I know that's where Rook goes to.
It will go for issue 6 most likely. That's usually how it does. So if issue 6 is coming out this week, I would assume the trade won't be out till May. That's what I would guess. May or beyond.
Yeah, you're right. Oh god, and they're all the way up to issue 9 right now. So I know Rook Exodus comes out in March, so I'll definitely be getting that. As you guys know, this past week was
Rook is the one with Fabok. Rook is the one that I think Fabok draws, which looks beautiful.
Because they let it off with Geiger.
Yeah, Geiger he had done a while ago. Like and then he did that like Geiger Ground Zero, and then that led into that Ghost Machine one shot or whatever.
One shot,
and then that started the whole like Red Coat and where's the other ones? There's Red Coat, Rook,
Hyde Street, Rockefellers.
Rockefeller's, that's what it
is.
There's
one in there. There's one book in there that I hope burns in the deepest parts of hell. It was so boring to read when I read that one shot. It was Hornsby and Halo. I thought that was so trash.
Yeah,
that was
the other side
garbage.
I give him credit that he's creating new characters and getting good people to draw, like getting good artists to do them. So I give it that, and he's always got Brad Anderson on colors.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was wondering if Gary Frank was going to do something with it, because it's usually like him, Gary Frank, and Brad Anderson, or him, Fabok, Brad Anderson. You know, what's usually one of those
DC
guys.
Power, Rise of the Power Company #1, and you have like Lex Luthor, Superman Lex Luthor special #1. These are the only things maybe worthwhile picking up this week, but these are just not worth it. It's just not worth it at all. Look at, there's nothing coming out this week. Star Wars, The High Adventure Republic.
No, that's nothing for me.
Knights versus Samurai. I bought issue 1 of this. I never actually read it. I've not heard anything about it, honestly. There's nothing here. Guys, I swear, it's like I don't want to buy anything this week. There's just nothing. There's not even a new omnibus that comes out or a DC's Finest collection or that I would be interested in picking up. There's nothing here. That is crazy.
And I did see the when I went to the store, I did see the little DC comics you were talking about, the ones that came like in little compacts.
Yeah.
I did see like a whole bunch of those. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, not a bad idea, right?
No,
it's manga size, cheap book. You could just like get your kid, and you don't got to spend that much money on them.
The guy did say that they've been selling, like at least in his store. I don't know if it's selling, nationwide, but he did say in his store that they have been
nationwide is on your side.
I mean, if you're about car insurance or whatever that is.
See, at least you got that reference. No one else
on your side.
Spider-Man Joe Kelly omnibus. This is probably the only thing coming out anyone's excited for is the Joe Kelly omnibus for Spider-Man. There's the Thing. Fuck out of here. That's it. Oh, that's a lot of ass right there. Holy crap. Oh, damn.
It still blows my mind that like Archie is still selling comics.
They're still around. They have a dedicated fan base.
They just have that dedicated fan base that
what's coming out next week?
There's a lot.
We have Batman issue number 157. So this is the issue. This is the final issue for Chip Zdarsky. 158 is going to be when Jim Lee takes over for Hush. Technically. Yeah. Absolute Superman. I'm waiting to get the Ultimates trade in later on this year because Ultimates is already way too far. I was actually buying it. I don't know why I didn't read it. I was trying to do things in order with the Ultimate Universe because it just started. So I'll just wait for the Ultimate trade later on.
Dude, trust me, it's hard. You with the new universe, like it's the same thing with the Absolute Universe. I was like, okay, I got to make sure that I get, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and now there's going to be Aquaman, Flash, you know, and it's like you try to keep up, and then they add stuff, and you're like, ah, fuck. So you just buy the trades, you know.
Good Lord.
Look at that. Look at Batman Offworld #6. Holy crap.
This feels like forever ago this came out. I remember when this is Jason Aaron's book.
Yeah,
it mega delayed.
Between 4 and 5 was like forever.
Yeah, same thing with
too. With
the
5
Batman
and 6.
Gotham Gargoyle series they were doing.
Do they still even do that?
The issue 4 just came out like a few months ago, but the gap in between issues 3 and 4 was huge. I remember when Batman Offworld dropped, people were saying they actually enjoyed it, and then
Jason Aaron. The first few issues were great.
Yeah, and like Jason Aaron went on to like do shit a lot of IDW for a little bit with that new TMNT
was that
initiative.
With the Turtles? The Turtles.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
And then he must have been working on Absolute Superman because what else was he doing? Oh, he had that canceled Punisher run that no one fucking read at all,
which sucks because that's it's such an underutilized character. It's like, guys, get over your like wokeness and just put out the fucking Punisher the way it's supposed to be. Let him kill shit.
Yeah. Batman Offworld.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Sonic Hedgehog. I get all that stuff in trade, so I don't care about the single issues.
Yeah, I read those to my son. We have a whole bunch of those.
Oh, the trade is dropping next week. That's awesome. The Ultimates by Denny's Camp Volume 1 Fix the World, which sounds pretty poetic, given the fact that we're gonna review this.
What's crazy about that is that what you just passed there and next to the Ultimates is the Batman Wayne Family Adventures number 150. What? Please do not tell me that there is enough to have 150 of them.
Is that the?
It's right up there. You go. Look at that. Is that the web comic series that they're doing? It's 150 of them.
I almost put the trigger on buying this on Amazon, and I was like, you know what? This just looks so gay. I was like, I can't justify putting that in my collection. Popeye, who buys Popeye comics? What in the fucking world? Who are they making half this shit for? Absolute Power drops next week. Okay, I'll for sure be getting that in the trade. I'll get that.
I'll be getting that.
The Flash by Mark Waid omnibus.
I've been waiting for that. I got the first one. I've been waiting for that one. The second.
Do you like the one by Jeff Johns?
I have all three. Yeah.
You have all three? Okay.
So,
Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars omnibus comes out next week. That's okay. That's some good. Yeah, next week picks up pretty hard. That's some good stuff there.
The Flash. Some people don't like his Flash run, but some of the art in there is so bizarre.
We know
so
what
bizarre.
Laps is getting. He's getting your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man #1.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Good Lord, guys. Zeb Wells, he really made people want to go buy more Spider-Man shit. Tell you that. I'm lying, guys. I'm actually fucking lying. So next week, yeah, there'll be a lot more stuff to buy next week.
There's some more stuff there, yeah.
I'll be getting Absolute Power, and I'll be getting fucking hell, the Ultimates trade. I'll be getting those. And then a few of the floppies up here. So yeah, at least next week picks up. That's fine. Because this week is absolutely dead. Completely dead. There's nothing.
It is kind of dead comparatively.
How do they want the stores to survive? You want the stores to survive off weeks where there's nothing coming out that no one's interested in. Hey, we have this like
let's survive on Archie, people.
God help. I mean, these are great weeks for like as far as indie, but that's like, God, I don't do so much. Yeah. Second week of February, and this is the last one we'll look over before we review Ultimate Universe and go to the first topic. Absolute Batman #5. Obviously, I have that there. Action Comics is there, booked up for me. Transformers #17. So this should be the end of this new arc right there. Should be.
Yeah, because it goes by 6.
13. Right? Yeah, because it was 16 through 12. So 13, 17. Okay, not that bad. One World Under Doom. Oh, yeah. A lot of people are talking about this.
Well, anytime anything Dr. Doom comes out that looks good, people are going to get it.
Who's the writer? Ryan North, Baron Zemo, Black Widow, Captain America. Oh, fuck off. Well, fuck off, Marvel. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus. It's just God, man. Spider-Man is Miles Morales is Spider-Man for all the Avengers teams, and Sam Wilson is Captain America for all the freaking Avengers teams. Crazy. Deadpool number 11. Wait, Deadpool's it's a 2-issue a month book? Yeah, has to be. We just okay. Batman Dark Patterns. Nope. Deadpool Wolverine issue number 2.
No,
Aquaman number 2. Jeremy Adams. Green
I'll
Lantern
get
Corps
that.
Special number 1. Deadpool Team Up. Wait, this has to be the final issue because Deadpool Team Up number 4 came out a while ago. I don't know what Rob Liefeld's doing. Sam Wilson, Captain America number 2.
Well, he's not drawn feet, that's for sure.
You ain't shit. Just to point it out there. The War of Jokes and Naggers. Oh, the facsimile edition. They're gonna do the cover with where Punisher's
with the Punisher. Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, guys, if you look at Action Comic sales throughout ICV2 history, I feel so. There's nothing they can do to put Action Comics as a top 10 seller.
That's so sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
like there's
so
nothing
sad.
they can do. It's even if you do it even in trades, they don't sell.
No.
I don't know. Like it's sad. The first ever comic series that ever existed just can't fucking gain ground because
the first superhero comics. Yeah, like it's messed up, man. It's like it shows that like DC has like their vision for what's hot right now, but like their legend stuff there should be people clamoring to write Action Comics, and then stop putting it out once a week. Like, dude, stop. Make it a good book once a month.
They're not, because if people don't know, we've been talking about Superman the last couple of weeks. Action Comics is a weekly series now.
And it's hard to keep up with.
They want to go full manga route. And, you know, if you're going to go the full manga route, put a dedicated writer on there that can turn that series from like a non-seller to essentially fucking at least top 50 book. Guys, Action Comics isn't even a top 50 book.
And make it $2.99 or like $1.99.
Yeah.
You're going to charge me every week.
Yeah. Also on the Action Comics book, because they did it with DC All In when Action Comics got Mark Waid on there. They should have a thing on Action Comics where you have a guide of where to start in it. Because Action Comics, guys, is at 1,080 fucking issues.
Yep.
You know? So DC's finest Doom Patrol.
And honestly, if they want to make this would be my idea for Action Comics. I know it's Superman. I know it's that. But what it should do is it should be the binding that holds the DC universe together. What is everybody doing coming up? You know, have that story branch out to, hey, then after this one, you go to here, you go to here, you go to here, you go to here.
Let me put this on the pull list. I have volume 1 over there. I have Batman and Robin volume 1, Joshua Williamson and volume 2 is coming out in a few weeks. So that is cool. Sign me up. Why is the editor-in-chief Mark fucking hell putting women in charge? Get the fuck out of here. God, man. Yeah.
You don't know shit, women.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so depressing. Why you gotta do my boy Superman like that? Why can't the actual flagship series of DC as far as comics sell?
Well, put it this way. If DC doesn't care about it, why would anybody else?
Yeah, that's actually the point.
You know, like that's.
In 1 sec here, we're gonna start the review in just a moment here. I'm just pulling up the book right in front of me. That way I don't fucking forget any characters and my brain will fry. Because Jonathan Hickman just has this thing of frying my brain.
You have to admit though, this does pay off some of the stuff that happened.
It does. It does.
It was a lot faster of a read.
Thank the heavens.
It was a lot faster of a read.
He actually picked up the pace in this book quite a bit, actually.
Yes.
I will give him that. Let's see. All these people are dead. Yeah,
well,
I finally got. I mean,
you were wondering. You were wondering where Thor was. So,
yeah, they gave him a little cameo, and he actually paid off so well in the book. They did him kind of dirty at the end of the book.
I mean, it does set up everything, like, you know, the underground Tony, how Spider-Man got his, you know, little packet in Ultimate
You
Spider-Man.
think his dick is little, sir?
No, not package. Unless packet is the short version of package.
Good lord, man.
Damn spider bite.
Ultimate Invasion. Okay. Ultimate Wolverine. They already have the Ultimate Wolverine trade already listed here, coming out in September later on this year. Marvel, it is January.
I know, right? That's
They already
like
have books
9 months
lined up
away.
to coming out. It's fucking January. What the hell? Okay. I guess. Okay, let me go to the. Nope. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. Where do I collect my butthole?
Probably between the cheeks.
Oh yeah.
My guess.
You're a genius.
People have been known to say that on 0 occasions.
Oh gosh.
I will say this while you're looking. For all like this, the comic book universe is not in a good place. They sure are putting out a lot of fucking books. And it's like, maybe instead of having this, well, if we put out a ton of them, people will buy maybe make really good ones and put those out month to month. And, people will buy those instead of what week do we have coming up? The nothing week. The where I'm going to give you $0. You know what I mean? Like, but you still have 70 books coming out.
Yeah.
All of which I don't want to buy.
That's what blows my mind so hard. There should never be a week where it's this dry.
Except like I said, I'm probably going to get the Adams Green Lantern 19, but I've just been following that series. But most likely I'm just going to end up buying them in trades just because it's much easier that way for me. But it's like, damn,
Ultimate
dude. Like,
Universe, special number 1. Found it. Got it. Oh, these open order covers were. Damn. This is the reprint that I bought. I know I bought the variant cover that came with this when it really dropped. Woo! That was fire.
I did
buy great.
One of the funny things when I went in there to buy the Absolute Wonder Woman, right? So like the cover that came with it, the regular cover, they had like 9 different with different covers. So I bought one, but there was literally like 9 of them in one bin. And I was looking, I was like, are there any? Nope, it's all number 4. All freaking 9 of them. Like, good lord, dude.
Now we're about to have a giga banger so hard that it's gonna make Diddy look bad.
Oh my.
Giggity. Well, I've been watching too much fucking Sweaty Clan videos.
Oh my god.
God, man.
Christ.
The fact that Stewie gave birth to Brian's babies. Well,
dude, that's gonna be like the big thing for society is when that guy gets birth to that first baby. And it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be on pay-per-view. They're gonna bring pay-per-view back.
Shit. Fuck me. I hate life so much.
It's so ridiculous.
What is that? What in the world's wrong with this guy? Oh, he was seeing a simulation and then it freaked him out. Good. Fuck that guy. All right, everyone. We're about to get in an excellent giga banger. All right. Okay. We're good. We're going to be opening our buttholes to life. Okay. This is there on my keyboard, and we're going to give you guys some quality content. After this, we're going to do one topic, and that'll be it. And later on tonight, I will have Professor Savage Dad on, and we're going to talk about Rippaverse stuff, actually, because there was really nothing else we could talk about this week because, I've exhausted everything on one show, then we'll have nothing left because it's been a slow week. Luckily, the Super Bowl is coming up very, very soon. That way we'll have, trailers to talk about because, oh my God, it's been dry.
There's gonna be some. Did you see the Superman spot they put during the championship?
Oh, yeah, it was the ugly CGI or that ugly camera angle where his eyes were doing that weird autistic shit. I'm like, what?
And it was like, here's your 6 new seconds. I was like, God damn it.
Oh God, man, I hate it. Okay, let's have some fun and you guys want fun, and I'm going to give you guys fun when me and your wife bang each other. Oh, I don't actually have a wife, guys. I lied. I'm cringe. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Oh, and Anthony Mackie clarified his comments about Captain America. Yeah, of course he did.
Oh,
he knows
boy.
the movie's going to tank anyway. He
Oh,
was
it's going to be awful.
Did you hear about the recent things he said about Captain America? He was like, Captain America probably shouldn't be honoring America and all this other bullshit. And it's like, what are you talking about? Guys, I'll be honest here. It doesn't matter. The movie is not making enough money for it to be a profitable success for the studio.
No.
And that's what I told people, man. Even if they didn't lie about the budget, let's just hypothetically say they were telling the truth, and it had only $180 million budget, which doesn't make any sense given all their reshoots and all their fucking rewrites and the restructuring.
They had to reshoot the whole movie the first time.
Not once, not twice, 4 times.
They reshot the whole movie. Think of how bad it would have had to have been if fucking woke ass Marvel was sitting there watching it and they hit all the check boxes and they were even like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Like
Gosh,
they need to put out a DVD or like a steel box with all the versions.
Yeah. And this was in a time period where Marvel was putting out movies like Thor, Love and Thunder, which were shit like She-Hulk, shit like Doctor Strange 2. Like, just I was saying earlier, even if they weren't lying and it was $180 million budget, people gotta factor in since this movie is a big blockbuster tentpole, the budget for this movie has to be at least out with the marketing budget attached to it. That shit's gotta be at least above $60 million. So the movie would already be around $220 million anyway, if we're including the marketing budget. So it would have to make like $700 million just to break even, and you would need at least an additional $100 million just to be profitable. Like, it would have to make $800 million for it to be a profitable venture. Yeah. But now if you add in what people think the budget is actually, because Marvel, lied to all these trades and told them to say what the budget was, guys, they're fucked either way. If you
they're so screwed.
Because if it's a $350 million budget and you add in the marketing,
it's more than that. It has to be more than that. It has to be. It has to be. I mean, like, when people think like we're talking about reshoots, no. They had to remake the entire movie. From zero. All the way through because it tested in-house so awful.
Yeah, it's what I tell people too. The movie, like when it comes to a movie's budget, from everything I've learned throughout the years, there's reshoots baked in for things they have to do.
100%.
But that doesn't count for reshooting the entire movie, guys. That's like you gotta basically the studios that do like the CGI and all that shit. They go like, hey, you have to kind of fix this up so we can do it on our end. Reshoots, some are baked into a budget, some not reshooting an entire movie. And first of all, most of you guys are so fucking stupid. You can't think at all. Think, literally, use your damn brain. Fucking hell. People do not go to work for free, guys. Who are you paying to get all these people to come back constantly? You think Anthony Mackie is going back to these movie sets and just working for free? No. Even if I wanted to believe the budget was only $180 million, it can't be in that money range logically, because they're reshooting not only the entire movie, going back to the same sets, grabbing the cast and crew together, catering. You have to pay for hotels and all that shit. There's no way it's that much money.
Obviously, those original versions were edited. Like, I know they were probably like screen edited, they had unfinished stuff in it to test, with the Marvel executives, but it doesn't mean that they weren't edited for a period of time. So all of those guys have to come back. They have to reshoot. They have to re-roll. They have to get every person back for the whole set, all the underlings. Then you got to go back into the editing bay. You got to reboard the movie and then do it all over again. You got to restructure everything, take all the clips. I mean, this is a large...
do the CGI?
Huge process.
They're already working on other movies with CGI as well. So you have to, honestly, I would imagine you would have to pay them an additional
you'd have to pay them more money, for sure.
To redo the entire thing they already did. Imagine how many times Red Hulk has been redigitized in their
Oh,
computers. Probably a bunch.
I,
And now they want them to do it again. Guys, people don't work for free. It's just a natural, it's just how life works. There's no way all those people came back and were like, yeah, you know what? We'll just do it for free out of the goodness of our own hearts. Not happening.
yeah,
What's wrong
we're
with some of you guys
so
that believe that
behind
shit?
this movie. This movie's message makes us want to work for free.
Good gosh, man.
This movie's
Holy
going to be
shit.
a disaster.
Good Lord. This is the number that I said on the show. I'll just re-update it here. I think it makes what Venom The Last Dance made toward the end of its run. Venom The Last Dance made like 432 million. And
You
I
think that? Well, maybe just
and that
because
would still
it's
be a
Captain
flop
America.
anyway. That would still be an insane flop.
And I tell people this too. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Just think of like when Batman v Superman came out and the Justice League, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would kill for 850 million and 700 million right now. They would kill for that. They literally would. They would sacrifice their young to the movie god to make this, just so they could tout that Captain America, Brave New Bonanza, hit 800 million. Woohoo! This movie's gonna suck a donkey dick. It's gonna be so bad.
Or I think that's my highest end was what Venom The Last Dance made. Lowest, I'm thinking like what The Flash made. I think it'll be there. The Flash made like what? What did the Flash make? It was like 200 million, right? Exactly 200 million, I think.
That I don't know. My guess is 350 to 450.
And that's bad. That's awful.
That's just my guess because I just don't see it. I don't see it performing well outside of the United States.
The Flash did $271 million worldwide, and it had to make $700 million to break
just
even.
To break even. Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, even if it makes what we said, highest is like $430 million, all the theaters take their cuts, all the international theaters take their cuts. Yeah, they walk away with like literally, guess what? Nothing.
They walk away owing money because like the amount, people don't realize the amount of overseas advertising money, how much that actually is. And they push hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They push hard. And I'm wondering this, and I don't know if I know people have talked about it, but I haven't seen the actual. What is the movie poster going to look like in China?
You're right, huh?
Are they going to hide him because he's black? Like, I'm just saying they did that to Black Panther. They did it to Finn on, the Star Wars stuff.
Oh God, man.
And that's a big partner for them. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of money, for them. Hey, I'm just wondering what they're going to do.
I don't even want the movie to be bad. I would hope it surprises me and it's actually pretty good. Imagine we go and watch it. Imagine you go and watch it. It's actually like one of the best MCU movies. It's like, that would be great. But then again, guys, that would require us huffing huge amounts of copium and crack.
Yeah. And people get mad at me. They're like, why are you so down on it? It's like, dude, look behind me. Do you think I want these movies to be bad?
Yeah.
Like, seriously? You think I want it to suck?
I don't want any superhero movie to be bad or any movie I go to theater and watch. I've
been waiting for this stuff since I was 5. Like,
oh God, man.
No, I don't want it to suck. I want it to be awesome.
I even tell people I extend it to any movie I watch in the theater or anything I'm looking forward to as far as a franchise I've invested a lot of time into. I do not want it to be bad. That's why I'm pretty critical of it when it comes out and it's not very good, Oh, and hey, if it is a good movie or it's not that bad, that's good. That's actually great. But then again, you would have to be sniffing such huge amounts of crack to be believing that. They're based off their track record. They've only released like 2 to 3 decent movies for a lot of people since 2019.
Since
Spider-Man 3,
since whatever year Eternals came out.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there was a couple of bad ones before then, but it seemed like Eternals, like that whole thing, like, and that was like one of the first times because I had started my channel and I was paying attention to like not just the movie itself, but the stuff. When there was like people talking about how because there's a gay person in the movie, that this movie is going to save lives. That was an actual quote. And I was like, what? What do you mean? Like in the movie, they're going to save lives? Or do you mean like actual human beings? No, they meant actual human beings outside. And I'm like, is it gonna be a good fucking movie or not? Like now you're just like, what are we doing here? What are we talking about? That's great. I don't have a problem with you being gay. That's fine. Do whoever you stick your dick in, I don't care, right? I personally do not care. But when I know the sexuality of characters before I even know what the fuck the movie's about, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're really thinking of making a very good movie.
So mine was 2 of them.
Okay.
One was when Kevin Feige said, I think we have our first Oscar-winning movie here.
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit! And then it turned out to be probably the worst MCU movie they've ever made to date. I'm not kidding, guys. That is my. I think, in my opinion, that is the worst MCU movie.
Which one?
Yes, Eternals, trash.
Oh, it was bad.
Straight up garbage. Captain Marvel is just boring and forgettable. It's not. It's probably maybe like the 3rd worst, but I wouldn't call it the worst.
Which one? Captain
Eternals,
Marvel 1?
Yeah, Captain Marvel 1. I didn't see.
Dude, look at the Marvels.
So the only movies I haven't seen are Black Panther 2 and the Marvels and Guardians 3. Everything else I've seen.
Guardians 3 was actually all right. I didn't like how they did the high evolutionary, like I liked how they portrayed the character because it was accurate. I just didn't like the look of him. I wish like he had the red on and stuff but it wasn't like a, oh, I hate this. It was actually, I thought the movie itself was actually pretty good. Like I didn't look at it after I was done and go, well, that sucked, but with Black Panther 2, which was so disappointing to me because I love Black Panther. I've been reading Black Panther for so long. And I was just like, okay, I understand you're going to give your, flowers to Chadwick Boseman, and rightfully so. But it's been an hour and 49 minutes and Black Panther hasn't done anything.
Oh, God, man.
Like, I don't care about the inner workings of the mechanics of Wakanda. We already established that in the first movie.
It sounds like
be balls to the walls, Namor coming. Oh, and just the whole, he is not Namor. He is Namor. Namor. Like, shut the fuck up. He's Namor the Submariner, and he is badass. He is not this little tubby man who, like, it gets all in his emotions. He's a fucking psychopath.
Oh, the other one. After this one, we'll review the book, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna give you guys some quality.
I know. We went on a little tirade.
The one that blew my mind. The Chloe Zhao comment she made on Eternals, where she said Zack Snyder was the blueprint. Do you remember that?
No, but it does make sense because look how drab the universe was in the Eternals.
Yeah, it was dark, dreary, depressing, and it's like that setting can work depending on how well you actually utilize in the movie. But around that time period, the reason why that was very big is because you had Zack Snyder's Justice League that came out, the Snyder Cut that dropped that year. And then she had made a comment where she was like, Zack Snyder is the blueprint. And then all the Snyder bros, they were just so insufferable.
They are insufferable.
It's the worst.
They are insufferable.
First of all, if a director like her is like, Zack Snyder's your blueprint for superheroes, you already lost to me. It's over. Just pack the bags up and get the fuck out.
Yeah, the comic books are the blueprints there, bud. And like I was never an Eternals comic book fan, right? It's just there were people so when Jack Kirby was doing his thing, the one thing you could never say about Jack Kirby is that it was dull. It was very bright and colorful, and everything was like it popped it at you, and I felt like I was in an art house movie. And like this is how I sum up the Eternals. Something happens. One person goes to tell the next person what happened. Those 2 people go to tell the next person what happened. Then those 3 people go and tell this person what happened. So then the 4 people can go tell the next person what happened. And then something else happens. So those 4 people go to tell the 5th person. And so on, rinse and repeat. Go turn this garbage off. I went to the theater to see that.
I did too. Me and a guy looked at each other. We went, I think it was 2 guys next to me. But we did like this. We're like, yeah, this is trash. We gave the this is trash saying without saying it was obviously like verbatim. I was like, oh my goodness, it was just bad. First of all, it was just boring. The acting was so awful. I'll say Some of them were trying, some of them were, but Gemma Chan is such a horrible leading lady.
Oh,
She
she was
can't
bad.
lead for shit. She can't act. She couldn't act in Crazy Rich Asians. She couldn't act in The Creator. She couldn't act in Eternal. She can't act. Gemma Chan is terrible at acting, and that was your leading lady.
This sums it up for me. My buddy John came with me, right? He leaned over to me. He goes, "Hey man, what time is it?" And I went, I think we saw the 9 o'clock showing, right? And you know, there was like 30 minutes of previews. I went 9:47. He's like, "This has only been on for 17 minutes." He was like angry. And I was like, "Yes, enjoy the next 2 hours."
So the thing, that's what ruins movie theaters. 30 minutes of previews. No, like we did a whole well, on the MSK show about a few weeks ago, we did a topic on movie theaters. There was like a lot of articles coming out about that they want to spend a lot of money on theaters now and to make the experience better. Here's one quick thing that I said in that show that I'll just say here. Literally, just start the movies on time. 10 minutes previews max, that includes ads.
Boom.
And then that little ad that they play now where the actors thank the fans. Some of the guys in the show said they didn't like it. I like that. I think it's a pretty wholesome thing. I know the actors are fake as fuck, but I think it's pretty wholesome. I think it's a cool thing. You know,
I mean,
you should be thanking the fans now because no one goes to watch movies anymore. So you should thank the people that are even still willing to go and pay for the fucking shit you even dish out to them now.
Yes. Yep.
Like, holy mother of God, man. Like, start the fucking movie on time. I promise you guys, they start movies on time, people will go to see them. You said right there, 30 minutes. How in the world is that acceptable? Yep. How in the world is that acceptable? You could have started the movie. You'd be halfway done with the first act in 30 minutes.
What's great is, like, I have a huge movie theater by us, like a Cinemark thing.
Yeah.
That's really nice. But I have this in my hometown, like my town, like it's very small, right? I have to drive everywhere to get. They have a thing called the Plaza Theater, which is an old ass theater, huge screen. When you go there, they just play the movie, and it's $5. There's no previews, no anything. You just go in and like I took me, my wife, my son. We saw the Mario movie there, and all three of us got in $15. We got popcorn, a large, like everybody got popcorn, large drink, and a thing of candy. And I think I paid like $23 for 3 of us.
That's so cheap.
Yeah. At the Cinemark to see the Eternals, just me and my buddy, some popcorn. I think I paid like 50 something.
Yeah, we have a Cinemark out here. Oh my God, chicken wings at a movie theater, amazing. I love them shits.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like, you know, they have the great seating and the trays and all that.
I can't do popcorn anymore, man. I think it's just so overrated. There's so much better food you can buy besides popcorn in a movie theater. At least based off the ones you have. Like my ghetto motherfucker one here, it's either get that or chili cheese nachos, and I'm always gonna get chili cheese nachos. Just fuck mine. Fuck popcorn. I'm good. Hell, go to
like
my
popcorn,
blood.
so
how dare you? How dare you like popcorn? All right.
It's, you know, it is what it is.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Do you guys want to make love to my wife? Probably not. All right. Hey, everyone. I am a black guy. Ha! Almost got you there. That does not count. That does not count. But this will. All right. So after this, for everyone who's watching the show back on the replay, review this for a little bit. Then we'll go to the topic. But then I'm going to go eat dinner with a date. No, I don't have a date.
Ooh.
I have no date. It's just me and a fucking bus ride to a supermarket.
Hey, it's all right.
How will I ever recover, man? Just like Selena Gomez, how will she ever recover after crying over illegal rapists from getting deported?
You don't want to hear, dude. Like I've heard the name Selena Gomez for like a long time, but did you know until about 2 weeks ago, I had no idea what she looked like or who she was.
And when you saw what she looked like, you're like, okay, yeah, this looks like one of them. It was crazy. She never really was even in controversies almost ever. It's like the first big one she's ever kind of been in. It's like, oh my God, what a dumb bitch. And people wonder why I think women have the worst opinions.
Well, my wife had to tell me who she was and what she was, and I went, oh, okay.
God, man. All right, let's go. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on the Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot. So this is a one-shot comic book that is a sequel to the Ultimate Invasion 4-part miniseries. And this is, wait a minute, I'm not black yet.
Man, people smoke crack and you shouldn't do that.
Was Eric July right? Was he?
I mean, unless you really like crack, then go for it.
Crack is taste. No, unless you want to have sex with Melanie Mac. Wait a minute.
I don't know who that is, but
you've been seeing this shit?
All right, guys. All jokes aside, let's knock this out of the park. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on the Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot. So this is a comic book that essentially is part 5 to the Ultimate Invasion 4-part miniseries that Marvel had Jonathan Hickman do to launch their brand new Ultimate Universe. So I highly recommend you guys go and watch our Ultimate Invasion trade paperback comic book review, because that way you guys can be basically all wait a minute, I'm not black. Did I freeze? Wait a minute.
No.
I wouldn't have frozen if how does the person freeze if they talk? Okay, I'm being serious now. Dr. Phil, help me.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you. Give me $200.
Okay. I'm serious now.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Michael Jordan's right. How could I ever not listen to the GOAT, man? He's the GOAT. And then there's LeBron. I'm joking. That is not true. Kobe's better. Stephen Curry's better than LeBron. Oh, it's a hot take. Woo! My brain's working. Promise. Okay. I'm Patrick Star. Or I'm SpongeBob. Wait, my ex called me SpongeBob. I want to be Squidward. Maybe I've lost my brain. Okay, I'm joking, guys. I will entertain the audience. He understands me. You get me, don't you?
I got you.
He's lying. Just two white guys having fun. Okay, guys. Okay.
I'm not lying.
I'm
just feeding the ego.
A minority lying? That would be me. Interesting. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on the Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot. So this is a comic book that essentially is part 5 to the Marvel Comics Ultimate Invasion 4-part miniseries that was written by Jonathan Hickman. So if you guys have not had a chance to go and check out our Ultimate Invasion trade paperback review, I would highly recommend you guys go and do that, because that way you guys can understand what is happening in this comic book. So I will just echo one of the very similar things that I said in the Ultimate Invasion trade paperback review, and that basically this Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot special should have been a part of that book. There is absolutely no reason why this shouldn't have been in there. It's just no reason. Actually, when you read this, you'll go, damn, Marvel Comics is really fucking stupid. Yeah, the same company that recently, killed off Deadpool to replace him with his daughter, or the same company that's going to basically reboot Ultimate Spider-Man back to a #1, a series that never even falls out of like the top 10 as far as like bestsellers. But you know what? Marvel Comics has been doing stupid decisions for a very, very long time. Like when they switched out Steve Rogers for, Falcon to be Captain America. Yeah, stupid things this company always does.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, so this was actually a whole lot more better to read because it did actually culminate everything that Jonathan Hickman did set up in Ultimate Invasion. So if you already read Ultimate Invasion and you liked that 4-part miniseries, you will definitely like the Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot special. The standout character to me in this book was Thor. Thought he really did his thing, actually. I felt like when Jonathan Hickman actually wrote Thor, he made Thor, at least in my head, sound like who Thor is. Because, if you guys only have seen like Chris Hemsworth in Marvel as far as like your iteration of Thor, no. I know a lot of you guys watch CMCU movies and some of you may read comics. If you actually look at this Thor compared to the Chris Hemsworth version of Thor you have on the big screen, it is a night and day different. I love this version of Thor. Cool as fuck. Buff, muscular, talks like he's got some sense to him. And I know a lot of you guys may like the Maker as a villain. I'm kind of iffy on him so far. He actually is not in here. So, because I know the last book was really confusing for a lot of people, and it's a lot of information you had to take in from the Ultimate Invasion trade paperback. So, essentially, toward the end of the book, Tony Stark's dad, Howard Stark, figured out a way to basically seal the Maker and that specific planet in some sort of like, how would you say it? Like he sealed them in some way.
It's like in this little
pocket dimension.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Yeah.
It's like in a pocket prison.
So essentially, Tony's dad figured out how to seal the Maker with him in this pocket dimension so things don't get much worse because, as we know, because they even stated in this book that the Maker was planning on, screwing up all of the heroes' origins, like Thor's, Captain America's, Spider-Man's. Obviously, he did screw up,
Yeah, he did screw
Stark's.
up. I think he'd screwed up, what they say, in like something, there was hundreds of them. Like he did get the plans, and they are trying to reverse what he's done, basically, while he's out in his pocket prison dimension.
So I know Brian Hitch did the art for the Ultimate Invasion trade paperback. The artist on this book specifically was, oh goodness gracious, who's the artist on this book? He did a pretty good job, actually. I forgot the artist who was on this book so far when we're doing this review. Or
his last name was Castelli.
Yes, did a great job. Actually, I felt like he did a nice job compared to the art style that was Brian Hitch's. I'm sorry, Castelli, if I forgot your name, because generally sometimes when it comes to comic book guys, I generally only remember the writer unless the artist is like some massive name. So I'm sorry, Castelli. I'm not saying you didn't do anything, but you did a pretty good job here, I'll say.
Yeah.
But what about you, man? What was your general thoughts on this?
I thought this moved a lot quicker than the Ultimate Invasion. I like that. Basically, all you have to know about Ultimate Invasion is the Maker is creating a new universe where there's no superheroes, and there's these factions of people that we know as the characters like Hulk and Captain Britain and a couple of other guys. But our guys that we're supposed to be attached to, which would be Tony Stark, this version of Reed Richards, who is Dr. Doom, they're going out and trying to right the wrongs of what the Maker has done.
Yeah.
And I thought for a setup for a new universe, it was done very well. I thought this paid off a lot of the things that were set up in Ultimate Invasion. There was a lot of
setup in that Ultimate Invasion trade. John,
there was.
God, I've read so much stuff by that guy recently. He's just, even though I love to hate him because he had me read Wolverine Revenge, and that was actually one of my favorite books of 2024. I've now read Ultimate Spider-Man #1, and we will be doing a review of that trade because I have it over here, guys. See, I'm not lying to Labs this time around where I told about that Green Arrow one. I have it right here. I can prove it. I have the Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, Married with Children, right here. See? Black people do not lie. Wait, well,
I have all the singles. I'm up to I think 13.
I know
And
I
just got
bought.
that.
Gosh, I know I bought Ultimate Black Panther. I know I put that in one of my comic book hauls, and I have to buy the Ultimate X-Men trade. So I'll probably just get mostly everything in trade. But nevertheless, going back to this, as the book opens up right here, 2 weeks ago, the city was sealed, trapping the Imperator of Earth, the Maker, inside. Now, in his absence, a quiet war has broken out across the planet to shape what will happen to his kingdom. So some want control. Some want to control the world. Some want to free it. So essentially, later on in the book, that group of characters that we saw that you just talked about, Captain Britain, Hulk, I would appear to be Moon Knight in there because he's talking about Khonshu, which is directly connected like Moon Knight.
Yeah, I think it's Moon Knight and what's the other one? Something Moon. The other Moon Knight guy.
I'll just say I can give two shits about those characters in that book because they were just so boring and just useless. But I feel like there was a place for them in this book as far as like they were the ones to frame Tony Stark.
Yes, they were the ones that want to control the stuff while Maker's gone.
I would just say so. Essentially, are they the Illuminati? Would you say
they're their version of the Illuminati in that world, unlike the Illuminati in the Marvel 616 that is like made up of superhero
and good
characters.
guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
they're more like a mafia style thing.
I thought the story really came together at the very end of the book. Like everything else was good. The pacing was good. Dialogue was pretty good. I did like the interactions with Thor and the rest of the other Ultimates. Because keep on, guys, this is not the Avengers that's in this book. This is the Ultimates. Okay, and the same what's his name? The leader of the Fantastic Four. Fucking hell, I'm blanking on his name. Reed Richards. So the Reed Richards that was essentially the slave of the Maker is Dr. Doom here. So essentially, you have Iron Lad, which is Tony Stark, as you guys know. Reed Richards is Dr. Doom. And then you have Thor and you have Sif. Captain America is so weird. I think that's the only issue I really have with the book is that Captain America is like right here on the cover, as you can see. It's just nowhere in the book outside of like a cameo appearance.
Well, I think it's because like it's the Ultimates, like people. I think they put that there because when you associate the Ultimates, it's usually a Captain America led, team. So maybe we'll get him moving forward. Yeah.
So that's most of the people you have on the team there. They do give you a little preview here of like Ultimate X-Men. There's another problem with Marvel that I just, oh my God, please. And DC does this too. Please stop doing this. If you're going to add in someone's story, add the whole thing or don't add it at all. I could give two shits. It's not actually a fault of Jonathan Hickman or Caselli, who was the writer, artist in this book. You get this like 2-page preview. It's like just end the book.
Literally, I don't like the little previews.
Literally, the ad is right there. It's over after the big setup is paid off and everything. This right here could just end the book right there. If you're going to give me a 2-page preview of the Ultimate X-Men, just don't put that in there.
That was nothing, by the way.
I actually didn't read it at all. I mean, I didn't read it at all. I could give two shits about what that did. I'll just go. I told you, I'm just going to go pick up the trade. I'll just read it in the trade. Why did I need a 2-page fucking story here?
Yeah, and it's nothing to sell you on the book.
And they're selling you a book for $6.99. Yeah, I remember when I bought this. I actually credit enough. This is the second reprint of the book. So I initially bought it when it dropped, and I bought the Thor variant because I thought the Thor variant looked absolutely great. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do everything in order now since this universe in this Marvel way just started. I was like, you know what? I'll get the Ultimate Invasion paperback. I got that when I was at Comics last year at the G&G FNT meetup for 2024. And I was like, you know what? Okay, this is getting a reprint of this week. I'll buy this. And I already had ordered the other stuff. So now in my collection, I just have to order Ultimate X-Men. And I'll be getting the Ultimates this following week coming up when we're doing this review for the Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot comic. But yeah, Marvel, please stop doing that. That is not worth charging an extra $1 for. Look, guys, I shit you not. This is all they're giving you. 2 pages. Give me the whole first issue or just fucking don't do it at all. It's so damn fucking lazy. Oh my goodness. But let's go with some of the story. So I'll say this here. Some of the art in this book is absolutely great. Man, Caselli really did this thing. The images of Thor right there, right when he was fighting. This right there. Thought it was really, really good. Let's go over some of the story right now. So let's start. So 2 weeks have passed since 2 weeks have passed since the city was sealed. Richards has taken up the name of Doom as he and Iron Lad spring Thor from his cell in Asgard. When they reach Mjolnir, they find it guarded by the prison's warden Sif and a few Asgardian soldiers. So before that, as you guys can see, they tried to get Captain America out of his suspended animation because he's still frozen, actually. And
they're not having so much luck with that.
Thor's like, I'll just break him out. It's like, no, you can't do that, buddy. So, guys, the reason why he can't do that makes perfect logical sense. If Thor used his hammer to get him out of that, he would kill him.
Yes.
Literally, if he smacked it hard enough, he would kill him. So, yeah, good actually idea not to do that.
I liked how when we'll call him Reed Richards Doom. When Reed Richards Doom and Tony Stark were getting Thor out of his cell, the dialogue between Doom and Thor was fantastic. I thought it was written very good. It was like I said, it was so Thor compared to what we get in movie form, where I think Thor just makes too many jokes.
They even gave him that fish out of water element that, to be fair, I get why people would criticize it, but I found it kind of funny that he's such a brute that he forgot he could just pull Mjolnir to him and break him out of the cell, but he'd rather just get broken out.
I don't know if
Ben.
he forgot. I think he wanted to make the point. That was what I thought. I thought he wanted to make the point of, hey, I'm out of here and I'm leaving, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
That part right there where he's saying, hey, I'm not leaving unless I have my hammer, and they're like, wait a minute. Couldn't you have just pulled it to you instead of just doing this? But like I said before, he is like, it's two elements you could look at it from. Either he just wanted to make a point because he's like, I'm Thor, you're not gonna do anything to me, or he's wanted to just like basically just make sure he wanted to make that journey to get Mjolnir back. Several different ways you could look at it, but I thought it was great. That moment where he got it back and he powered himself up, awesome.
And he did, they were talking about, well, we could leave here in this trans-dimensional ship. Like, what does he have that's better? And he got the hammer, and it's like, well, that
he did the whole Bifrost moment there.
It's like,
that
hammer's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you like the version of it where it has the axe on it, or do you like the full hammer version of it?
I like the hammer.
Yeah,
I'm a hammer guy.
The original one, or the original Ultimate Thor, we had the axe on it. I just thought it looked ugly, honestly, guys.
I wasn't a fan.
Iron Lad attacks.
I just like it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you a black guy? I'm joking. Iron Lad attacks. Thor calls Mjolnir to him. As he defeats the remaining soldiers, Thor then teleports himself, Iron Lad, and Dr. Doom away from the prison with Sif caught in the process. I'll be honest here, I didn't notice that. I legit thought she wasn't there in the ship.
Yeah, she jumps like right at the end and like jumps into the Bifrost. And then they show like,
oh, you're right. Now I know I see it now.
They show the soldiers like, hey, where the hell did they go?
God, at least give him the Warriors 3, but
and imagine being one of those guys, that's working for Sif, and she's just like pieces out, and now what do you do?
Oh, also there was some really awesome facial expressions here in this book that I really, really enjoyed when they really zeroed in on them to really get the actual like impact of the emotional weight of when they're talking. Yeah, it didn't have to be serious. It was just, kind of cool to see nice, serious dialogue come out. So I can see why a lot of people like this. This was a fun read. It was an enjoyable, fun read, and it all paid off if you actually did read the Ultimate Invasion book, which, you read that, you might want to get some NyQuil, honestly.
Well, I think Hickman has a very good way of writing dialogue for serious moments, and the art definitely matched what I thought was a pressing moment of Thor saying, I can get him out of here right now, and then he's like, no, you can't, we have to do it this way, and then he speaks to him.
If this was a rated R book, he did it and he hit it with his hammer and his head came off. That would have been pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, I would have probably laughed my ass off.
and Thor gives him a speech because he feels that they are united brothers in this war that they have. And that's very Thor. That is so
Yeah.
Thor, though.
Yeah.
That is very Thor. And I thought the dialogue was written extremely well.
Moments later, at Stark Tower, the four stand before a frozen Captain America as Iron Lad states that getting him out will be a complicated process. Iron Lad works to persuade Sif into helping them as he states Thor is supposed to be the king of Asgard. Yeah. Actually, at that point, confused him because he was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Apparently, since as you guys know what the Maker did, he essentially did things at pivotal moments in time where they didn't become superheroes the way they were normally supposed to be. So in this specific Ultimate Universe, Loki killed Odin. And then he ended up framing Thor for it, and that's why Thor ended up being in prison.
Yep. And Loki's, I guess, reigning over Asgard, which would be loads of fun. Let me tell you.
Doom explains that the Maker blows his back out. No, it's not porn, guys. It's not porn. Almost got you guys there. Doom explains that the Maker comes from another universe and made Earth 616 in his image by averting the origins of its heroes, and that they are working to undo his changes by using the memory log on Earth 616's heroes while he is trapped in the city. Tony reveals the Maker helped Loki kill Odin and steal Thor's birthright. Thor agrees to help them, with Sif states that she will stick around. Of course she has to stick around.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? I'll help you guys.
Yeah, she can act all badass, but she's not taking on all three of them.
Not even that. Where's she going to go? Bitch, what are you going to do?
Too.
Good Lord. Fucking hell.
There is that.
So later on, they have to go to Latveria, and they enter a room filled with different repositories. That's how they pronounce it in the book?
Yeah, so basically it's like the Reed Richards character was able to steal all the memory logs from the Maker. He was able to like hack them. So he knows where to go to get all of the things that the Maker took away to make these heroes not become heroes. So they are going in there to grab all of the things that they need to set time and the heroes correct.
Yeah. So
repositories, or however they pronounce it.
I almost pronounced it suppositories. I almost did it.
I mean, that would make for a very interesting, hey, Thor, you got to give all these suppositories. Come here.
Sif speculates that each one must contain a relic of a stolen life, with Doom stating each one holds around 100. Before they make plans, they are ambushed by Duggery, who wounds Thor and knocks down the rest before Iron Lad fires a repulsor blast at his face. Yeah, he actually shot the repulsor blast through his eye and gave him just one eye. That was actually pretty cool. I'll say
it was crazy. Thor was making this speech, and then Duggery just comes up behind him and stabs him in the heart. Stabs him right through the back, through his chest.
Fucking hell, man. Holy shit. Gruesome. Yeah. After Thor manages to transport the group and one repository back to Stark Tower, Iron Lad uses an invention to help heal Thor as Doom finds a spider in his repository. Back in Latveria, Henry informs the council of what happened and that Howard's son was responsible for his injuries. Hulk gives his condolences to Henry as he claims that Tony has given them North America. Ooh, it's not good. It's definitely not good. Iron Lad and Doom see a Stark/Stain space station about to fire on Stark Tower, as Hulk states to Duggery that they intend to frame Tony and his allies as terrorists in a false flag attack. So if you guys read Ultimate Spider-Man #1, where it's like talked about through in the book that Tony Stark is framed for like attacking planet Earth. Yeah, that was not, he didn't do it.
Right.
The council did.
It was not him.
To frame him. Yep. The space station fires as Tony uses the engine built in its armor to teleport the group. Hulk states to the rest of the council that they will pin the destruction on Stark, as while they were the ones who fired the laser, his family's company built the satellite. Yeah, as you guys know, in the Ultimate Invasion book, it's revealed that they build satellites and weaponry for space and for Earth. So, okay.
And that would be, since nobody really knows about this secret council the only evidence that they could look for to blame anybody is where it
It's
came from, and it's the
Yeah.
Stark. Yeah, so it's a good plan all around.
Yeah, I'll say
For the
all the
bad
setup.
guys.
You know, as far as boring as Ultimate Invasion was when I read it, guys, all the setup did pay off. I will give him that. All the setup
Mhm.
pay off. John, could you please do it for me, buddy? Write some sex scenes. Could I not have a scene where Thor just thrusts Sif up against the wall and starts eating her out? Could I not have that?
I mean, you could, but you know, it's not going to happen.
Who's that? Oh my god! Good lord!
I mean, I would still read it.
But I
But
will
I
say
mean,
this:
thine
book-
munching of vagina might not work well in
when
text form.
when the book was over and you see that facial expression from Tony right as the world sees him as a criminal, oh my god, that's
Yes.
what this I'll say, man, this book had so many good just shots of the characters and their facial expressions. I'm not gonna lie here. This might be a bold prediction right now as I'm doing this review for the Ultimate Universe #1 one shot. This might be one of my funnest reads of 2025 so far. Super fun read.
Yeah, it was
Man, it's fun. 1 week later, a news report states that thousands of lives were lost in the Manhattan area as the newsman lists a few names on a database that are speculated to have perished, which includes, but are not limited to, Emily Osborne, Norman Osborn, because as you guys know, in Ultimate Spider-Man #1, if you just read #1, it's confirmed they're dead, and May Parker. In the following news of international events during this period of upheaval, it stated that on Hai no Kuni, a mysterious incident occurred in which a car explosively collided with a bicycle on the street, putting the driver in serious condition while the bicyclist escaped without a scratch. There are also breakouts of regional infighting in the upper and lower kingdoms, and supposedly an insurgence occurring against the rule of Lord Ra and Lord Khonshu, which is obviously Moon Knight. So eventually we're going to get like Ultimate Moon Knight at some point. And later on, you also see that's Black Panther in this universe. It shows you a silhouette of Black Panther.
Yes.
Yeah, it's right there, as you can see. When anyone says Khonshu, I'm always assuming Moon Knight. Anytime.
Yeah. Well, they had, Moon Knight to me is like he needs to be
poor man's Batman.
Well, yes and no, but it needs to be written in a way that is transparent because of the Khonshu, and then there's the Hunter's Moon, and then there's all this other stuff, you know what I mean, and Mr. Knight, and all these personalities that they always try to hit on. And it's like, if it's not transparent, then it's like, just don't use him. Please don't use him.
Yep.
Please.
The newsman speculates on Tony Stark's motive for the attack while stating the public may never know why he did it and that he has presumably perished in the blast. What they don't know is that Tony secretly survived along with his allies, suggesting the forming of a resistance efforts against the council. Yeah. So you're saying there's some kind of ultimates?
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna lie. That last shot of Tony right there. Oh, one of the best shots of the book to signify that they're not gonna let the council win in this moment. Straight up, one of the funnest comic books I've read in a while. Didn't have the usual Jonathan Hickman, let me give you an info dump for about 20 hours.
No, because that's honestly how the beginning of his books are, and then you get that middle part, and it's just insanity of fun.
All right.
That's usually how it goes.
And that essentially sets up Marvel's new Ultimate Universe right there.
Yep.
I think it all wrapped up just nicely with the Ultimate Invasion. Sorry, Ultimate Invasion. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the start with Ultimate Invasion. Jokes aside. I think everything wraps up nicely with the Ultimate Universe #1 one-shot comic special. Fucking hell. Why did they not include this?
It should have been.
Invasion. It's done, man. This is literally essentially part 5. This wraps up everything.
Especially in a trade. Like, come on, man. Like,
you know what they're gonna put this in, guys? They're gonna put this in the Ultimates trade. And it's like, that's not a bad place to put it if you're looking at the concepts of what this book puts into it and what it means to the universe. But this has more impact when you know what Howard Stark did in the previous book.
Right. It has more payoff for what happened in Ultimate Invasion than it does setting up the Ultimates.
Yeah.
Because it's only got like a few, pages where you see like Thor, Captain America, Reed Richards Doom and Iron Man, as opposed to what the fallout was from Ultimate Invasion.
Gosh. So, as you guys know, if you're listening and having fun watching this review of the Ultimate Universe #1 one shot, is that the next Ultimate book we're gonna do either with me or well, of course I'm gonna be here, unlike my dad.
Wow, wow, wow.
We're gonna be reviewing. We're gonna do a comic book review on Ultimate Spider-Man, Married with Children, Volume 1. And then I have to find where I put my Ultimate Black Panther book. I know I bought it. I literally have to find it. I know I put it on my shelf somewhere. Then after that, I'll make sure to buy Ultimate X-Men, and then after that, we have the Ultimates coming out later on this week when we're doing this review. So yeah, we have everything ready to go. But yeah, man, your closing thoughts on the Ultimate Universe #1 one shot?
I'll say this. I thought the Ultimate Universe was good. It was good to expound and close up what happened in Ultimate Invasion. But I will say, I thought for setting up the Ultimate Universe, it probably gives us more info and more context. But the absolute DC, the absolute #1, I thought was a easier read. Possibly for setting up the universe, but it didn't give us nearly the amount of information that will make the books like Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men, and the Ultimates. The stuff that happens in those has way better setup.
Yeah.
So we understand the universe a little bit more than we do with the absolute universe. So for out of the two universes that were started, I think the Ultimate Universe has a better history to expound upon. Had a better setup.
And that's the thing, though, is there's a world you're thinking where they could have just made one of the two Ultimate Invasion comic books. They could have just made them like an oversized issue. You know, they sometimes do these like big oversized issues. Sometimes it'll be like 60 pages. And just maybe you could have just had this one as the 4th part finale. That's what I would have did, but you know, hindsight's 2020, I guess, when you're looking at things now. But yeah, overall, we got through and we read and we did a review of the trade paperback for Ultimate Invasion. Thought it was certainly one of the comic books I've read of all time. certainly a book. Certainly a book, I'll say that. But the Ultimate Invasion #1 one shot, thought it was a fun read, great read. Art was really good by Stefano Caselli. Jonathan Hickman tied everything up really great. The action was good, pacing was good. I like the whole like heist moment they did there where they had to go back to that one, they had to go to that one place to get something. The payoff with the council, essentially setting up Tony Stark, was really good. Yeah, honestly, I'm not joking, guys. One of my favorite reads so far of the year. Actually, I was really surprised when I was like, this is pretty good. Holy fuck. You know?
It was good.
All I needed some sex scenes with Thor and Sif. Come on, Jonathan. What we doing here, dude? You know Thor's got at least 9 inches.
The sex has to sell.
But yeah, my boy Thor did his thing there. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I'm MSK, aka Master Spy King. We're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Hi. All right. We have one more thing to do. Unless you want to do it later because you're busy.
Yeah, I got to go. I got to be somewhere about 20 minutes.
You left me. You left me.
I'm leaving.
You're leaving me like my dad.
Oh, well, not like that. I'll be back.
Oh, God. Dang it. Lord. Okay, so we'll just save that topic for... Okay, so I don't know if Anna's going to come through. I really don't.
Just let me know tomorrow.
Okay, so do you have this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
Brian Azzarello's Joker. Yeah.
Okay, so I will let you know tomorrow, early on tomorrow, if she hits me back. If she doesn't, then we'll just do this around, well, you said Thursday works for you, like, what, 6, you said?
Yeah, I can do that around 6.
Okay, and then we'll do the Marvel topic on that one then.
Okay.
Because, you know, I legit started reading this, and I told people the reason why I sometimes read the books closer to the show's time is because it gives me that first feeling sensation of going through it, and I have a fresh look at it.
Yes.
So yeah, anything you want to plug before we go? Anything you're working on? You want to let the audience know about?
Next week, for the first week of February, I will have more videos out.
Oh, hell yeah. Awesome. So yeah, if you guys are watching this live, I will be having a show with Professor Savajad later on tonight. But if that doesn't somehow end up happening, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show, and we will see you guys later. Have